Raw wheat, brana wheat, ninny bong. YouTube faithful, Nerd Nation, Autobots, Decepticons, Maximals, Predacons, Minicons, bots of all. Welcome to another episode of the Covenant of Primus. As I promised on the YouTube channel, on the Facebook page of the Covenant of Primus, here I am now with a video of not, unfortunately, a toy review, but of my review for Transformers Kingdom. First and foremost, altogether, I give it an 8 out of 10. Had a solid storyline, love the way that it looked, but we'll get into why an 8 out of 10 here soon. I'd also like to start off by saying happy 35th anniversary to Transformers the movie. Originally on August 8th, 1986, it was released into theaters. And, well, I plan on rewatching it here in a little bit myself. Anyways, we'll address the elephant in the room. Beast Megatron's voice. Yes, it was horrible. I hated it. Then again, everyone else that I've seen everyone else I've seen on Facebook, on YouTube or whatnot, nobody's liked his voice acting. The voice acting in this series in general has been bad comedy at best. See what I did there? But we all have to remember that this is an alternate reality. But what did they do to Beast Wars? This isn't my Beast Wars. That's not what happened. It is not Beast Wars. It is Transformers Kingdom, an alternate universe where we all have to remember that the slightest change in the past can make the biggest difference in the future. I mean, this is definitely something that the TVA needs to get in on and try to correct some of these mistakes, but all in all, I liked the series. It had a good, solid storyline. The voice acting was subpar, like it was for War for Cybertron and Earthrise, but still. By the way, before I get any further in this video may or may not contain spoilers. So now is your chance to leave this video if you don't want to take that chance, if you don't want to take that risk. At which point, I understand. But please, after you actually watch the series, come back. Comment, give me your opinions on it. I mean, let's have a discussion about all this. So I'll give you 3 seconds to change the channel or change the video. Okay, now that everyone that has not watched it has now had a chance to leave, I want to get straight to a point that I made in previous videos. Shattered glass. Personally, with the way that Kingdom ended, I think it still left it open for another series, a Shattered Glass series. If you paid attention to how Unicron spoke at the end of the series, whenever Galvatron and Nemesis Prime went back to him, he said something to the effect of, oh, well, I'm just going to have to erase it all and start it over again. Basically implying that he's going to use his godly powers to eliminate that universe, or at the very least, create another parallel universe. Hint, hint, Shattered Glass, parallel universe. And he's going to start over again to do what? I don't know, because at this point, I don't even know what Unicron's plans really are anymore. I mean, I know what his plans were for G1. I know what his plans were for the Unicron trilogy. I know what a lot of his plans in the comic books were. But they haven't been entirely clear as to what his motive in this series is yet. But even better, well, real quick, I would love to see Shattered Glass become a series. You guys saw how nuts I went whenever I got my Shattered Glass Optimus Prime. I've got Rodimus Unicronus, which started off as Shattered Glass Hot Rod. They've been slowly releasing Siege characters or Siege toys in the Shattered Glass form. Let's see here. There's Megatron, there's Starscream, there's Jetfire, there's Goldbug, there's Ratchet. There's a bunch of them. With that being said, they have been hinting off very much so that they're going to be doing Shattered Glass one way or another. But according to Elfie32, her theory is this was a trilogy. The trilogy itself is done. So what she thinks may actually happen is the fact that they could be leading into a movie for Shattered Glass, which that would be awesome as well. That would be epic. Personally, I think it would be more epic to have a, you know, multi-episode series. That way we get more content out of it. But still, even a movie, they can do so much with a movie. So, all in all, there's still going to be a Siege version of Shattered Glass one way or another. So we're going to actually have to see how it goes. By the way, don't pay attention. I've got Transformers G1 playing in the background, especially because I'm planning on watching, you know, the 1986 movie here in a little bit anyway. Real quick, this just in, I've got Elfie32 who shall remain off camera for a moment for reasons I shall go unmentioned why, but she'd like to address everyone here for a moment. Elfie?
The theory with the Shattered Glass movies, they could make it a 3-part movie, so each movie could be an hour and a half, 2 hours long, giving you 6 hours of content.
That would be good too. That'd be really awesome. I like that idea. I actually really like it.
Trilogy series leading into a trilogy movie set.
That could work. I like that. I like that. For those of you that are not totally aware, Elfie is one of my producers. She feeds my addiction for obvious reasons.
And not forgetting that I have pre-ordered you Shattered Glass Megatron.
I wasn't going to tell them about that until it came in.
Oh, well. They just don't know when it's going to be released because, you know, where we've ordered it from says one thing and then, like, postpones it.
Well, there you have it. You know, more spoilers. Elfie has spoiled the fact that I'm getting Shattered Glass Megatron. Cue the Numa Numa song. Anyways, back onto it. Back to the major issue with Kingdom, the voice acting. I can't stand the way the person playing Megatron, Beast Megatron portrayed him. He sounded too young. And he was all up G1 Megatron's hoo-ha. I mean, I could actually imagine the original Beast Megatron being like that too, because he was set under a mission by G1 Megatron to do the things that he did. But just that voice, he sounded way too young. I have no problem with the voices of any of the other characters. The only thing is they are so slow at talking, trying to put too much emotion or not enough into it. Yeah, you get the point. They could have done so much better with the voice acting. Granted, they don't have any other original voice actors back during the series, and they're trying to give new actors exposure so they can try to start taking up the mantle, because let's be honest, Peter Cullen and Frank Welker, they are up there in age. David Kaye and Gary Chalk are getting up there in age now too. God rest your soul, Casey Kasem. We shall never hear your glorious voice come out of Cliffjumper or Teletran 1 ever again. But all in all, it was a great story. It was a great series. It had some great sequences in it. I mean, I loved what they did. It was an alternate universe, and they did great with it. As you can see, I have the Kingdom Galvatron, and I also have the Furai model of Megatron as the IDW version as a Autobot, if you can see the insignia. Took me a couple of days to put him together. More, not for being difficult, but lack of motivation at points. So, I'm sorry I haven't done any toy reviews lately. I mean, unfortunately, I've come across some certain issues where it's a little bit more difficult for me to do videos lately. As you can tell, some of the quality of my videos has gone back down. I'm trying to work on that. I'll see what I can do about it. But thank you all still for being loyal and joining in and, you know, hearing me out. Mind you, I'd still prefer for you all to comment down below. Give me your opinions if you've watched the series. Give me your opinions on some of the figures that I'm doing reviews on. Speaking of figure reviews, my next planned figure reviews, obviously, since I have Galvatron now, I'd like to do Galvatron. I've been preparing for that, because you see Galvatron with the Matrix, Galvatron with the Matrix, and the one I've been waiting to get to, one of the most favorite pieces of my collection, my masterpiece Starsaber, which I will be getting to him eventually here soon too. Yeah, I mean, I really don't know what else to say about everything. Yeah, I mean, happy 35th anniversary to the original movie. I will be paying my proper respects to watching you later with, you know, popcorn, possibly alcohol, never know. And planning on having a group of people watch it with me, that way we could all celebrate properly. And yeah, I really did actually enjoy Kingdom despite the terrible voice acting. And now you know what I feel is coming next. I feel they're going to be doing a Shattered Glass series, and they've been giving us some huge hints about that by releasing the Siege characters or the Siege figures in their Shattered Glass forms, and not to mention with what Unicron said at the end of the series. So, I mean, if any of you would actually like to weigh in and tell me what you think, please, by all means, again, comment down below. That's kind of what the whole point of this is. I mean, hit me up on Covenant of Primus on Facebook. Hit me up here on the YouTube channel. Let's have a discussion. Let's you know, get this rolling. I mean, I know there's a lot of Transformers fans out there, so come on, everyone, transform, roll out, join me. Sounded almost like Megatron there for a moment by demanding that you join me, but that's besides the point. But anyways, that's everything that I really have to talk about at the moment. So anyways, I hope you, as always, I thank you all for joining me and tuning in, and I hope you all have enjoyed this little rant, this little podcast, if you will. Until next time, until all are one.